Shadia, the voice of Egypt. Introduction. She did not arrive as thunder. She came as light. A voice slipping through open windows, a smile settling gently into the collective heart of a nation. Before Egypt learned her name, it had already learned her warmth. Shadia was never merely a star framed by cinema lights. She was the soundtrack of ordinary days and extraordinary moments. She sang for love without excess, for nation without slogans, and for life as it is, fragile, hopeful, fleeting. This book is not a chronicle of fame, it is a quiet walk through a life that knew when to speak, and possessed the rare courage to know when silence was true. Chapter 1, Roots of Silence, 1931 to 1946. Born in Cairo as Fatima Ahmed Kamal Shaker, Shadia entered the world far from expectation or spectacle. Her family belonged to the steady middle class, respectable, disciplined, and emotionally reserved. In that household, voices were rarely raised, and feelings were often implied rather than declared. Silence was not absence, it was language. As a child, Fatima learned to observe before she learned to speak. She studied faces, absorbed tones, and carried unspoken emotions inward. This early inwardness would later shape her acting style, controlled, sincere, never exaggerated. Music arrived without announcement. It existed in the background of everyday life, a radio humming in the corner, relatives singing at gatherings, melodies lingering after everyone had gone to sleep. She sang softly, almost privately, unaware that her voice carried warmth rather than volume. Destiny intervened quietly. Her brother, recognizing something rare in that gentle sound, secretly submitted her voice to a radio competition. The victory was unexpected, almost unbelievable. Suddenly, the private voice became public. At 15, Fatima stood at the threshold of an unimagined world. She did not rush toward it. She paused, hesitant, observant, still carrying the silence that would never fully leave her. Chapter 2, Becoming Shadia, 1947 to 1952. Cinema did not claim Shadia instantly. Her entrance into film was cautious, almost ceremonial. Director Ahmed Badrakan recognized not only her voice, but her screen stillness, that rare ability to remain expressive without excess. He gave her a new name, Shadia. With it, Fatima was asked to step into visibility. The name carried responsibility. She underwent disciplined training, learned camera awareness, timing, and restraint. She was not shaped to dominate scenes, but to harmonize with them. Her early performances reflected her true nature: innocence without weakness, joy without artificial brightness. Audiences sensed authenticity immediately. Shadia did not perform emotions, she allowed them. She resembled someone familiar, a sister, a neighbor, a quiet presence in everyday life who unexpectedly sang. During these formative years, she was learning not only cinema's language, but its cost. Fame arrived gently, yet demanded endurance. Shadia adapted without losing her inner calm, preserving the quiet core from which her art would always emerge. Chapter 3, The Golden Smile, 1953 to 1960. The years following the Egyptian Revolution were years of redefinition. The nation searched for a new image of itself, and cinema became one of its mirrors. In this moment, Shadia's presence matured naturally. She no longer appeared only as the cheerful young girl, she became the embodiment of optimism without denial. Her films during this period blended light comedy with subtle social awareness. She portrayed working women, daughters negotiating tradition, and young lovers balancing emotion with responsibility. Her laughter was never empty. It carried intelligence and emotional honesty. Her songs moved effortlessly into everyday life. They played on public buses, echoed from open balconies, and accompanied family celebrations. Shadia did not dominate the screen or the radio, she belonged to them. Her smile became a national symbol, hopeful without naivety, resilient without bitterness, unmistakably Egyptian. Chapter 4, Voice of Love and Nation, 1960 to 1966. By the early 1960s, Shadia had become more than a popular artist, she was a trusted voice. Her romantic songs spoke quietly, intimately, as if addressing one listener at a time. They carried tenderness without exaggeration, longing without despair. Her patriotic songs emerged from the same emotional honesty. She did not sing nation as an abstract slogan or a political order. She sang it as a beloved presence, vulnerable and deserving of loyalty. This sincerity gave her national songs a lasting emotional power. In cinema, her roles gained depth. She portrayed women confronting moral choices, social pressure, and personal dignity. These characters were neither victims nor rebels, but conscious individuals navigating a transforming society. Chapter 5: The Weight of Awareness, 1967 to 1973. The defeat of 1967 marked a rupture in Egypt's emotional landscape. Optimism fractured, and art could no longer afford innocence. Shadia absorbed this transformation deeply. Her voice slowed, her expressions grew restrained, and silence itself became meaningful. Her performance in Something of Fear was a turning point. As Fuaida, she embodied moral resistance rather than dramatic rebellion. Her refusal of tyranny was quiet, persistent, and deeply human. The role transcended cinema and entered political and cultural consciousness. At this stage, Shadia's art carried ethical responsibility. Singing was no longer entertainment, it became testimony, memory, and warning. Chapter 6: The Choice of Silence, 1986. When Shadia announced her retirement, the public was unprepared. There was no farewell performance, no explanatory interviews. Her decision emerged quietly, rooted in faith and inner conviction. She turned away from applause toward stillness, from visibility toward meaning. This withdrawal was not rejection of art, but reordering of values. She closed the door gently, without bitterness, leaving behind a complete legacy.